Welcome to my channel. Today I'm going to show you how I got this kind of clean, simple, but high gloss, high shine eye makeup look. I kept my skin really kind of airbrushed, glowy, and then I kept the high shine just to my lid. I would wear this look for like a girl's night out, maybe go out for cocktails or something like that, just because it is more of like a Vogue editorial kind of trendy look with the high shine on the lids, but I really love it. My name's Karina if you are new, and I focus my channel all on classy, natural, simple, and wearable makeup. Let's get right into the tutorial. So I did just kind of want to play around with a few products today, more specifically with this one, the Master Secret Glow by Mario. He calls it expensive, so it's just like a clear gloss that's not supposed to slide off your face at all. It's quite tacky, but it doesn't feel super thick. So you can use it on your cheeks, your lips, your eyes. So I kind of want to see how that works. I want to do like a glossy lid look. I'm going to start by using my Flawless Filter by Charlotte Tilbury. I'm going to put it all over my face and blend it in with a brush. Really start with that glowy base today. Most of my looks I kind of specify you can use for the day and the evening, but I really want this one to be more of like an evening focus look. In keeping my foundation light and dewy, I'm going to use the MAC Face and Body. I've been trying to grow my bangs and they're driving me crazy just because they're at that super awkward length where they don't tuck behind your ears, but they kind of look dumb when you just leave them out, so just a really awkward face. So before I do any setting, I'm going to conceal my face. I've got a few blemishes that I want to conceal, and for that I'm going to use my Studio Finish concealer. It's just a creamy concealer, so it won't slide off my blemishes as much, and it just has a little bit more coverage to it. Just going to take a small brush and start to conceal. This is my way of creating like a beautiful, flawless skin, is just by using products that are really light coverage, and so they let your skin show through, and then just concealing the areas that you need a little bit of extra coverage to kind of get that natural but perfected look. And then for my under eyes, I'm just doing a small amount of corrector, like a very tiny amount. I'll link all of the products that I'm using down below. And I just place it right into the inner corner. I don't bring it down anywhere. My concealer, I don't know if I've talked about this one yet, but it's the MAC 24-Hour Smooth Wear Concealer. It's just a little bit lighter than my Laura Mercier one. That's just because I haven't put any like tanner on my skin lately. So I definitely don't want to go crazy with this, in keeping with my skin just looking like perfected, or I mean natural but perfected. I always like to start blending my concealer out with my finger just because it fits into my like very inner corner of my eye a lot easier than my sponge. So once I get into like the really small places, then I'll go back in with my sponge and just kind of blend the rest out so that it looks really seamless. And then to set that all in place, I'm going to use my new Airbrush Flawless Finish powder by Charlotte Tilbury. This is one I just got in my Sephora haul. I just wanted something that was in a compact form just because I find them less messy and easier to use, easier to travel with. So I'm just setting the areas that I put concealer on. I always like to use a really small brush to set my face just because I find it more intentional. To bronze, I'm just going to use my Physicians Formula Butter Bronzer just because it has like a slightly luminous type powder, which will go with this look really well. I'm really going to take my time with my bronzer just to like blend it out perfectly, place it in exactly the area I want it to be placed, just to kind of give like a blown out airbrushed kind of skin. So for my cheek color, I'm going to do that new blush that I bought by Rare Beauty. This is in Nearly Apricot, and it's just like a really creamy, glossy, hydrating kind of formula. Super easy to use. It's not like super highly pigmented, but you can really blend it up. So I'm just going to take a small brush and pick some of that up. And then I'm just going to kind of blend that right into my cheeks, starting with little bits at a time until I get the color that I want. I haven't decided if I want to put that Master Secret Glow on my cheeks yet. I know I want to do a glossy lid, but I don't know if I want my whole face to be glossy. Like, will it be too much? But you'll notice that even by putting the Hollywood filter, Flawless filter, all over my skin before I use my foundation. It doesn't look too much or too shiny. It just makes you look like super healthy, subtly glowy, so I just love that product. And just to keep this blush from looking like too stripy, I'm just gonna take whatever is left on my brush and bring it right up onto the bridge of my cheekbone where I would normally put like a highlighter. And I just want like a super seamlessly blended out cheek. Alright, so I just turned my lights down a tiny bit. I think I was just a little bit too bright. Hopefully you can see that a little bit better. So I'm happy with that. I'm moving on to my eyes. I'm just going to do my eyebrows. I'm just going to do them really, really simply. I'm going to use the Got2b spiking glue just to brush my brow hairs up because I want them to look super natural, but very like model-esque, just because I think the glossy lid look is kind of like a model Vogue editorial kind of look. So first I'm going to go in with this Too Faced Shadow Insurance Anti-Crease. It's an eyeshadow primer. It's a pretty like Stronghold eyeshadow primer, so I'm going to use that underneath the shadow that I'm going in with, just so that there's less of a chance of the gloss making my products crease. So I'll just put a little bit of that all over my lid area, especially into the crease. So now in my mind I want to keep my lid very like on the lighter side. So I'm going to go in with this shadow by MAC. I'm sure that this product is discontinued, but you can just find any really light colored shadow that has a little bit of a shine to it. Okay, this product is back when they did, I don't know if you would remember this, but they did a Simpsons themed collection. So this is called Marge's Extra Ingredients Quad. When I first got my job at MAC, they gave this palette to me for free, kind of like a, here's some free makeup, congratulations. And I was so excited because that was the first time I'd ever received any free makeup. So I thought it was ugly at the time. I still think it's ugly now, but it's special to me. All right, so they call this color Harpooned Heart, and it's just a very light pink tinted sheen. Very, very simple. If you don't have that, you could just use like a shadow stick, like this nude sticks in the color Nudity. Just anything that's like a nude or like a naked color. So I'm just gonna put that right onto my lid and see, it just kind of adds like an extra kind of sparkle. And I am just gonna bring it pretty much right up into my brow. I'm not going in heavy with this product. Like you can see, I'm just holding my brush very lightly. It's just gonna give the glossy look just kind of this like extra dimension or extra layer of shine. And then because that product is quite light, I still want to define my lash line. So I'm just going to take a gel liner and tight line my upper waterline. So you can see the difference that makes just by like tight lining the upper lid. It just defines your lashes a little bit more. So that was the Maybelline gel liner, and the reason I like that product is because when I tight line just the top lash line, once it dries, it will not transfer to your bottom waterline. While it's still wet, it might transfer, so I do have like a little bit of black on the bottom waterline right now, but then you just grab a Q-tip, put a little bit of micellar water on it, and just clean that up. And then once you've done that once and the top gel liner is dry, you don't have to do it again. Curl the lashes. And then I think I'm going to run a little bit of my bronzer on the bottom lash line because I'm not going to do lashes down there today. And I just want my eyes to be a little bit more defined. And then I am going to put a lash on. I've just put my mascara on. This one is She's a Natural. It's the House of Lashes Patrick Ta collaboration, and they're just very, very natural lashes. I just want my lashes to be a little bit more full. I'm just going to use this beigey kind of creamy skin colored eye kohl and run that in my bottom eye line. Unfortunately, my lips are just like a horrible peely mess right now. I'm just gonna put a gloss on them. I've tried lip scrubs. I wear the Laneige lip mask every night. I've been trying to drink more water. They're just so like chapped and dry, and now they're bleeding. So I have been really sick for this whole last week. Actually, I've been really sick. Anyway, so I'm gonna go in with this nude lip liner. This is Naked 2 by Urban Decay. And then I'm just going to throw on this Fenty lip gloss in Fussy. Finally, for the fun part, I'm going to do the By Mario Master Secret Glow in Expensive. I'm just going to put that right on my eye and tap it onto my eyelids. And I am gonna try to stay away from getting it like right into my lash line, just because of course I don't want all of the work that we just put in there to go away. So there's one side and then the other side. So you can tell this one looks like glass and this one just looks like it has a bit of a sheen on it. I was testing this product out a little bit earlier to see if it would crease on me, and you kind of, well, my take on it is that you kind of have to use, first of all, like a light layer of product underneath, and whatever product you choose, keep it on the lighter side, or just like keep it to like a crystal or kind of like a shine instead of doing like a matte brown shadow, because then it did kind of start to crease on me. And I noticed that on the By Mario website, his demonstration using this product, when he put it on the girl's eye, the model's eye, she was just wearing kind of like a sparkly lid, and this just added like an extra layer of this glass kind of shine. So I think that's probably the key, but let me know if you've used this, and if I'm wrong about that. That was just kind of my observation so far. I'm just gonna run a little bit of my ambient lighting powder by Hourglass on my cheek, because I still want to keep it to be like this glowy, like all over glowy look. All right, so that is my finished look. It looks very kind of like light and ethereal. I said in the beginning that this would be more of an evening time look, but you could wear this in the day. I think it's a lot of work for just like a daytime look. I envision this as a look that you could wear going out, just because it is more, you know, the editorial kind of trendy makeup. So let me know what you think of this look. I will see you in the next